Translating your website is a great way to quickly add more content to your website because an article in another language basically counts as another article. And as a large percentage of the world doesn't speak English, you're missing out on quite a bit of traffic by not offering other languages. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the WPML plugin to translate your website. You can use the plugin to translate your website automatically, or you can do it manually. I'm going to show you how to add a cool language switcher to the menu so that people can easily choose the language that they want. And yeah, I'm going to take you through the entire process step by step. And by the end of it, you'll have a translated website. Now, as I said, you can translate everything automatically, or you can employ translators, or you can use other translation tools, whatever you like. WPML allows you to do all of those things. So a little bit about the plugin. WPML is a premium plugin. They offer free tiers of pricing, as you can see right now. I generally go for the middle one, which is the $99 a year one, which basically gives you everything you need, as well as some translation credits. I'll put a link up on the screen now and also in a card. And of course, you'll find a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so thank you very much. If you use it, I will earn a small commission. I'm going to be translating my website, Can You Wash It, which is a website that's running Popcorn Theme, which is a theme put together by myself and Phil from Spiderweb and Carl, fellow YouTuber Carl. And this theme uses the full site editor. So yeah, if your site runs a site editor, the process is going to be very similar, but don't worry if you're not, it will still work just fine. And I'll show you exactly what you need to know as and when you need to know it. By the way, you should check out Popcorn Theme if you haven't done so already. I'll put a link below, and I'll also put a cheeky little discount code down there for you too, so you can get a discount off the license price. But anyway, I think we should get on the computer and get started. Just one thing before we do start. I recorded this video over a few days, so my shirt and my location, it may change throughout the video, but don't worry, I'm not teleporting or anything. It's just the way I put the video together. Anyway, let's go. The site I'm going to be translating is this one. It's Can You Wash It? As I've already said, I'm going to be using the WPML plugin. And this site is running Popcorn Theme. It's my AI project site, and all the content has been created using various AI tools. I'm going to use automatic translation, and then sometime in the future I'll get some native speakers just to double check that the content makes sense. So let's get started. I'm already signed up, as I said, for WPML. I'm on the middle plan, so yeah, hopefully you've got all that sorted out. And I'm going to add the site. So first thing you need to do is go to the downloads, and let's download the plugin. Download this, the OTGS installer. That's fine. And then I'm going to add it to the site. So I'm already logged into my WordPress website. I'm here in the dashboard. Let's go to plugins and add new. And then upload. Choose the file in my downloads directory and then install now. Okay, that's all done. Let's activate the plugin. Okay, so we're all activated. So now we need to register. So let's click register over here. We need a site key. So if we go back to our dashboard, and then what we need to do is just go back, register WPML, add new site, enter the URL. Continue. It's a production site. Of course, if your site is not live, then it's a development site. Add some automatic translation credits. I'm guessing that'll be enough. We'll find out. And then you get this key. So I'm just going to copy that into my clipboard, go back and then paste it into the register box. Click register. And it's registered. Okay, let's install some of these things. So I'm going to go for this one, the string translation. If you're running WooCommerce, you might want to add that. What else have we got on here? I don't think we've got much else that we need. Maybe media translation, that might be good. WPML SEO sounds good too. Let's add all of those. and click activate as well so that they get activated after they've been downloaded. And let's just wait. Okay, it's all done. So we should be good. I'm going to just go back to the dashboard and take a look, because now we have this WPML option down the left here. So let's go to setup. Just go through this setup. Now, the current site is in English, of course, and I want to do it in Spanish. And well, I could do as many languages as I like, really, but I think Spanish would be a good start. Yeah, let's just stick with Spanish for now. Let's keep it simple. But of course, you can add as many languages as you like. Let's click continue. Now we want the URL format. Now, I've done a bit of research. I'm not too sure which one is best. It seems to be that most SEOs say that this kind of structure is the best. So different languages in directories. So that makes sense to me as well. It's kind of obvious and logical and cleaner than using parameters. So I'm going to stick with that. We've already done the site key, so let's continue. Okay, so on this page, we can choose whether we want to do everything or choose what we want to do. Now, I'm going to go for choose, otherwise it's going to use up a lot of credits, and it's going to do things like taxonomies and other bits of WordPress that I don't need translating. So we'll go to translate what you choose as the option. Be careful that one, you will use a lot of automatic translation credits if that's what you're going to be doing. Who will translate? Only myself. You can add other users if you like. Do you want better, faster support? Yes, please. Not worried about data. I'm going to leave these for now. Click skip, and then we're finished. Let's click finish. So it's going to add a language switcher to the footer, but we can obviously add it to the menu. Okay, so here's all our posts. What I'm going to do first is actually go back into the settings and just go through these. So the first thing I want to do is set it to the advanced translation editor so that we can do automatic stuff. What other options do we need? Let's scroll down. These are okay. Don't want to translate any custom fields. The only things I really want to translate are, yeah, these things. Pages and posts mainly. Don't want to do tags. Okay. Yeah, all that looks good. Let's click save. Do I need to save with the bit that I changed? Maybe let's click save there. Okay, so let's go back to translation management. Okay, so let's start with one of these. Let's go with, can you wash air filters? Start with anyone, of course. Probably should start at the top, never mind. Okay, and then let's scroll down. And then here we go. We can now make the translations. If we click on the plus here, we can add the Spanish translations. And then we just need to go through and do the translation. Now we can do it all automatically by just simply clicking on this button up here. So let's do that. Or of course you could just copy and paste things into Google Translate if you don't want to use any credits. But let's just click translate automatically and see what happens. And there we go. The one word it hasn't translated probably is do's, because that's a weird English word, isn't it? Do's and don'ts. So that needs to be changed, this one. I do know a little Spanish. It's que hacer. That's, you can. Let's copy that. Okay. And then, oh, it's done the don'ts, no hacer, perfecto. It all looks okay. So let's go down and click complete. And well, I think we should take a look at the page, the post even. So that's the English version, and I say the switcher is, where's it put the switcher? Okay, for some reason it hasn't added the switcher to Spanish. So let's do that now. We need to do that anyway. Now how you do this is going to depend on whether you're using Site Editor or whether you're using classic menus. Popcorn Theme uses Site Editor, but if you are using classic WordPress menus, if you go into your dashboard and into WPML, then into languages, then you need to scroll down, and here we've got the menu language switcher where you can add it to your classic menus. Now I haven't got any classic menus, so it's grayed out. Here's the footer language switcher. Let's turn that on. I think I want it just as a horizontal list. I wanted it as a drop down. No drop down. Never mind, that's fine. In fact, let's just have the flags. We don't need any words. Okay, so that's for classic menus. I should probably save that, I guess. Where's the save button? Save. For those of you that are using Popcorn Theme or any other theme that uses Site Editor, what you need to do is basically edit the site. So go into Appearance and Editor. And then what I'm going to do is obviously go into the header here, just click on it, and then I'm going to select the navigation. Ooh, again, I'll use the side to make sure I get the right element. Then down here, I'm going to click plus. I'm going to type in switch, select the navigation language switcher, then click save and save. And then if we go back, there it is. Lovely. So I can't do this because it's not been translated yet, the home page. But if we go into here, we can now select Spanish. And yeah, there it is, all translated up. Looking good. Now, of course, there's a lot more elements that we need to translate. We need to do the menu, for example. So let's do that now, so that we got this in Spanish. So to do that, we need to go into the site editor again. I think this is the best way to do it anyway. Click on the navigation. Go into the settings here. Advanced, and then manage menus. It's called header navigation 2. Let's click add translation to Spanish. So it's got the C, things you can watch. Let's do the no. See if we can do it automatically. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we need to just save that. My mistake. Click the tick. And that one as well. And that one. Actually, we should call this header navigation Spanish, I guess. There we go. Now we can click complete. And that should be okay. So now if we go back and check out our filters post, switch it to Spanish. So I had to do a quick edit there because when I switched it over, the menu didn't show up, even though I had translated it. I've also teleported to England, which is nice because it's nice and cool here. And it's raining. So yeah, I had to reach out to WPML support, which they were very helpful, I've got to say, very good. So very impressed with that. And basically the issue is although I had translated the menu, I hadn't translated the header template part, which didn't actually need any translation because it doesn't have any written stuff on it. But you need to have a Spanish version anyway. So let me show you how I did that. Let me just switch to Spanish so you can see it working. But if we scroll down, you'll see that the footer's different. So that's going to be another template part that we need to do. And in fact, you're probably going to need to create Spanish versions of most of your themes templates, just to keep the consistency across the site. Because, you know, if we go back to English, this is what it looks like. So let me show you how I did that and how we got this working. But as I said, the WPML support is very good if you do ever get stuck with anything. So basically what you need to do is you go into your dashboard, and what you need to do first is create an edit or make an edit on whatever the template part is. Otherwise it doesn't show up in WPML. If that's a feature or a bug, but that's what you got to do. So let's do that footer. So I'm going to go into editor, I'm going to go into template parts, and we've got the classic footer here, which is what I need to create a Spanish version of. So I click on the edit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little change. Just going to add an extra dot. I don't know, whatever. Save it. I mean, I can always then go back and remove them. You just have to save it for it to show up in WPML. So let's save again. There we go. So now it should show up in WPML. So let's go back to the WP dashboard. Then if we go down to WPML and go into translation management, and do a little search for the footer. There's a lot of stuff in here. There it is, it's showing up. And over here it says Spanish not translated. So I'm just going to select it up here, and then I'm going to select translate myself. Then go to add to translation queue. I mean, you have got the options here to either duplicate the content, which would obviously duplicate the English content, but maybe it's a part that doesn't have any written stuff, so then you just can do that, or you can do nothing. So now we've done that, we can now go to translations. And it appears here. And then we can translate it. And then we just go through and translate a bit like before. So let's click add translation. Can you wash it? Let's just use the automatic. Oh, I'm forgetting to click the tick. Must click that tick. Okay. I have to get these translations checked. I mean, I'm assuming they're okay. Luckily, because I live in Spain, I've got quite a few Spanish friends that I'm sure could run their eyes over this and let me know. For now, let's just do this. That's fine. I don't think we need to do that. These are obviously all the links. I think we can just do this. There we go. Oh, what's gone wrong here? Interesting. Let's have a quick look at the help. I see. So we have to make sure that everything's marked up. So I'm going to just take off this. It's got a little confused. Condiciones del sitio. That should all be that yellow one, shouldn't it? So if I just highlight that, click on that. There we go. Click. What? We've done all the markers. Ah. Okay, that should be the blue one. Okay. It's a bit of a pain, right? It's got a bit confused up here. Content as green, about as purple, blue. What's this other purple one? I don't even see this on the English. Seems to have got a little confused. Do that one, the purple. There we go. I'll have to check they work in a second. Let's click complete. Okay. So now when we go back to the the article and switch to Spanish. The footer, no, don't translate. Get out of here. I was confused there because Chrome had translated for me. But there you go. We've got the the new Spanish footer, and of course, there's only one post shown because I've only translated one post. Let's see. What does this work? Okay, yeah, these. That's okay. All right, I'll fix that in a second. Not that it's a big deal, really. No one ever looks at the terms and conditions. Okay, so in terms of other templates that we obviously need to do, the most important one, and the process will be the same for all your templates, is the homepage, because there is no Spanish homepage. So I'm going to, I'm not going to go for every single one, but I'll show you how to do this one, and then you can apply it obviously to your other templates. But then I need to go through all the content and get it all translated up. So let's do the homepage then. So the homepage is made up of various different template parts, and we've got to make sure that we have a Spanish version of each of those. So let's go and take a look at those. I'm going to go into the dashboard and into the editor. Of course, we need to save them to make sure they show up. Okay, let's go through these. So we've got the default hero, this one. Can you wash it? I'm just going to quickly make a change, save it. I don't want two question marks, that's too many. Save again. That's the first part. What else have we got? I mean, we've done all the header. We've got the latest posts. Yep. Should probably do that one too. Add a dot. I'm going to save. Take away the dot, save. It's got to be a bug, right? It should just appear, surely, in WPML. I don't know. Latest post 6. Actually, I think that's the main one I'm using on the homepage. So let's save that up. Okay. And what's the sticky posts? Feature post. Yep, definitely need that one. Okay. Good. And well, I think that's probably it. Let me just double check. I guess this front page content one as well. That seems to be pulling in from the different template parts, but I guess we need to have that as well. For whatever theme you're using, you're going to have to figure out all the templates and stuff that make up your different pages. Any more front page things? I think we're good. We'll see how that works out. Fingers crossed we're going to be okay. I just need to remember all those now when I go into WPML. So into translation management. Okay, they're showing up at the top there. So let's do these. I'm going to just tick them. What was the other one? Let's just take this down into template parts on the filter so we can see what we're dealing with. Latest post, sticky posts. Latest post 6. Default hero. Yeah, we need that media. And I'm going to translate myself. I mean, I could probably translate automatically because that's generally what I'm doing anyway, isn't it? But I'm a bit scared to do that. Let's go to translate myself. Okay, so now they should be in here in the translations. Let's go through and do these. Okay. Search, which is I don't think that's right. Search, busquer, N. Let me just double check that. I thought it was buscar. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's buscar. Okay. Good job I did it manually. Browse articles. I mean, yeah, to save your credits, you could just literally use navegar pour. Yeah, that looks right. Did I not click the tick? Click that tick. Things that you can wash, that's right, yep. Which should just be cosas que no puedes lavar, I'm guessing. Que no sé. Do you need to say? Yeah, I'm going to have to get my Spanish friends to check this. Okay, so that's the default hero. And we need to do the latest posts. Quite simple, this one. Okay. And the front page content, I don't think is really actually got anything to translate. No. That's kind of got stuck because there's nothing there. Let's go back. Don't know if that's going to be a problem. It may be. We'll see. Everything else seems to be completed. So let's go and see if it works. We can just go up here, visit site. No, it's not allowing me to select Spanish. So it obviously thinks that there's something that I haven't translated. I'm going to do a quick edit now and I'm going to try and figure out what that is. Okay, so I'm back again. New t-shirt, new location. I'm in the kitchen now. So it's now working and, well, I kind of figured it out for myself. I did obviously raise a ticket with WPML and they said that I need to increase the memory, my WordPress memory limit, which I did. Well, in fact, Phil did for me over at Spiderweb. But I don't think that was the actual problem, although it's obviously good to have the correct memory set that they require. What I think it was I hadn't got a Spanish version of the page that I got set as my home page, which is this one here, home. So yeah, I basically, and by the way, you can find out which page you've got set as your home page in your reading settings. And it's now saying here, there was 2 red messages earlier actually. It said that, you don't have a translation of the home page or indeed the articles page. So I could probably do that as well. Let's do the articles page and I'll show you how I did. So exactly the same process that I've just done for the home page. I went into edit this page. And then I basically went into WordPress editor here. I went this page and then ticked duplicate and clicked duplicate again. The tick box and then the button. So now we have a Spanish version of this page, which of course hasn't got anything on it because it just pulls in stuff dynamically. The other thing that I did that seemed to help was I translated some more content. So that basically all the content that's showing up on the homepage is now translated. And I'm going to show you how I translated that using the automatic translation of WPML. So yeah, that's all translated. And yeah, the homepage looks fantastic now, all in Spanish. So to automatically translate stuff really quickly with WPML, what you need to do is go into your translation management. And then what I do is I run a filter on stuff that's not been translated and select posts. So posts, translation status even, not translated, and then filter. So this is all the stuff that needs to be done. Don't want to do these draft ones, we'll do the real ones. So then you just select a few, the media as well. You can do it in bulk actually like that. I don't think selecting the media is actually too important. I'm going to do all of these. Let's untick. Now, of course, you do need some credits to do this, but you do get credits with your WPML subscription. Anyway, so you tick them up, and then I just went translate automatically and then start translating. I have also changed the setting in WPML so that they don't need to be reviewed, just publishes them straight away. Click start translating. And that's it, basically. Now, of course, as I said, you will need a native speaker or someone who speaks Spanish or whatever language you're doing to probably check this stuff, because automatic can I talk? Let's try again. Automatic translation is nice, but not always accurate. So yeah, there we go, it's doing it. And yeah, there we go, all done. It's pretty quick, pretty quick. Now, the other thing that I just want to finish off with, but there's a couple of things I want to say before we finish off. So when you go into a post and you translate it, you can see that it's not using the correct template. Basically, I've made an edit on this site to the single template. Let's go back to English, I can show you the change. So I've taken out things like the author, the published, and all that kind of stuff. And when you switch to Spanish, also this is bigger. Yeah, it's going back to the default popcorn one. So it's another template that needs to be translated. And it is a template part actually. So I've made a duplicate even of the single template, because that doesn't have anything on it. So a standard duplicate for the Spanish version, but it's basically the template part. So let me just show you those. I'm going to go back into WPML and translation management. I'm going to select template part, filter. And it's this one. Now it's showing up because, again, I've been in, I made a little change and then click save and then unchange and then click save. So it shows up in here as I showed you earlier. And let's translate myself. I'm going to tick it. Translate myself. Add to translation queue. Then we go to the translations queue. Here it is. And then I'm going to click translate. Now the only thing it's picking up on is the updated at the top. We'll see how this pans out. Let's go. Let's just translate that. Click complete. Thinking that should be enough to do it. Let's have a look. Although there is some other elements, of course, isn't there? Like the affiliate disclaimer. Oh no, doesn't have an affiliate disclaimer. What we're talking about. There we go. So now it's using the right template. Pretty straightforward. So there we go. I mean, I'm going to carry on automatically translating the rest of the content. If I run out of credits, I might do it more manually using Google Translate, or I might buy some more credits. So using WPML, I love the plugin. I think it's really powerful and really useful. A little bit clunky, especially when you're using full site editor themes, which are made up of multiple templates. You've got to make sure that you catch all of the template parts. But overall, I think it's a good plugin, and the support from WPML has been really good. It's been fast. and responsive and generally been good. I mean, the homepage thing, I'm sure they'd have cracked it in the end, but I ended up just finding out for myself what I needed to do. So yeah, that brings the end of this video. Let's go back to my face from the other day when I was in Spain. That brings the end of this video. Hopefully you got your website all translated and you got on fine with the WPML plugin. If you got stuck or you got any questions or comments, then leave them below. I'll do my best to reply to as many as I possibly can. But until next time, good luck with your sites. Bye for now.